Scry will stay on top. Barry's on the play as well. That's huge. Mountain, Swift Spear, attack for 1. Bill at 19. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a game in the favor of Barry right now, without a doubt. It looks like Bill picked up Anguish Unmaking, which is even more punishment. No, he picked up Path. Okay, that's a little more reasonable. That makes sense. Bloodstained Mire for Barry. Going to be going to 17, I'm going to guess, with a Sacred Foundry. If Barry can even stick like an Eidolon here, that's pretty good. All of Bill's early game interaction that tries to get him to late game is going to deal him damage then. So he's at 17. Let's see where he goes here for his turn 2. He's, of course, got the option of double spell. Goblin Guide, sure. Yeah, let's get in for 3. There is a trigger. A Concealed Courtyard goes to hand for Bill, but Barry before damage will bolt him, so that's going to be 3 from the bolt, followed by 4 damage from the creatures. Concealed Courtyard, yeah, it's in his. He's going to play for the turn. I was going to say it's not in play just yet, but he has no other land in hand, so it's going to be the one he plays for the turn. So here's an Inquisition. We look at Boros Charm, Skullcrack. Wow. Taking a Boros Charm here, right? Yeah. Are we Thoughtseize another one away? Yeah, we are. That's a painful way to do it. Bill's at 10. Let's see. Barry's got 7 on board. 7 with the Skullcrack, I should say. But is that another guide he drew? That's pretty good. Debating what he wants to do here. Okay, he's going to go ahead and just attack here for 3 right now. Inquisition was the reveal. He will Skullcrack before damage to make it a full 7, so Bill will fall to 3. Bill is in trouble. Picks up Inquisition for the turn. There's a guide in Barry's hand. I don't know if Bill can get enough into play to make this matter. He doesn't have land here. He can get rid of the Goblin Guide in Barry's hand. That's gone. He can path away one of his creatures. So he has to have Barry doesn't draw a burn spell. Page another guide? Is that another Goblin Guide? Really? Maybe not. Oh, Rift Bolts. Okay, so it's the win next turn instead. All right, gotcha. The reveal was Lingering Souls. He pushes away Goblin Guide. He takes 1 and falls to 2. Barry will suspend Rift Bolt and he'll win next turn. Bill has nothing to do about this. He is just dead. So, all right. A very fast game there for Burn. But again, that's kind of how we thought it would go. If Bill isn't able to establish an early game control scenario, Bill's in a lot of trouble to Barry's Burn deck. So, Bill going to go ahead for some choices here in sideboard. Looks like he brought in some Counter Squalls. He brought in Ruined Halo. He brought in Spell Queller. And he brought in, interestingly enough, Geist to St. Traft. It makes me feel like it wants to be a blocker in this case. I just don't know how important that really is. So Bill going through sideboard choices. He did take out Liliana that I saw there for sure of the Veil. She wasn't very exciting there game 1. It looks like he's taking out Thoughtseizes now. That's a lot of the time, like that's how I also used to do it, but I think Thoughtseize is fine to keep in this matchup. I would rather take 2 damage than 3 damage. And get rid of your spell, right? So it's just, I don't know. Thoughtseize is the one that a lot of people look at and say, I don't want it against Burn, it hurts me, but it's preventing 3 damage while you take 2 instead. So you're netting 1 life there a lot of the time. Or you just take away a creature, which is even better because those deal you a lot more damage. So I'm curious if Barry is still playing sideboard ley lines or not. I know that he was at one point playing a couple in his sideboard. Actually, I think he was playing the full 4 in his sideboard at one point. But Diehard3, thank you very much for that follow. We appreciate that. I'm going to send you your 10% off discount code to top8gaming.com. Welcome to the channel. And again, thank you very much for that follow. There you have it. So if Barry does still have ley lines and he has one in play, it's that can do so much against Bill. It's kind of funny how that works. No, I mean with Bill taking out Thought Seizes, I probably does a little less because that's one less card it stops, but we'll see. At this point, I honestly have no idea where Barry's burn deck has gotten to. So whether it still has ley or not, total mystery to me. Gonna look at our opening sevens here. Bill gonna hope to keep more than 5 this time, really. Serum Visions. Is there no blue mana again? Jeez. He has Ruined Halo. I don't know how much I like Ruined Halo for burn. Yeah. Leyline of Sanctity. Turn 0. Alright, let's go. Bill starts on Shambling Vent. Barry will start with a Sacrifice of Scalding Tarn. Probably going to 17 is my guess. That's typically where he starts. Leyline of Sanctity and a burn. You never see it coming. Oh. Bill has Elspeth in hand and Gideon, I believe. If he can get to those, it's great. But here's a Swift Spear on turn 1 for Barry again. So Bill at 19. He'll take his first turn. He wants blue mana. He found it in Hollowed Fountains. That's okay. He'll shock it into play. He's at 17 himself now. I don't know if he has Path or Fatal Push, but they'd be very good to have in hand right now. He's going to scry. It's a Gideon of the Trials and something else there on top. His draw for the Visions was a Flooded Strand. Bill here thinking about what he wants to do with his scries. He's going to put them both on top. And he'll pass the turn back to Barry. So, again, Barry here, he can put in a little more damage. I believe Bill, he did keep Gideon amongst them, obviously. So, oh, Barry doesn't have a second land, though. Barry kept a one-lander here? Oh, no. Oh, no, Barry. Say it ain't so. Bill draws for the turn, his Gideon of the Trials. So he can Ruined Halo on Monastery Swiftspear here if he wants. There's just so many ways to deal damage with burn that a Ruined Halo seems really, really narrow. He's going to play it, I'm assuming, on Swiftspear. It could be on Riftbolt potentially, but... I'll see if I can get clarification on what he named. Ruined Halo, if you're not familiar with what the card does, I'll bring it up here for us. It is an enchantment for white. As it comes into play, name a card. You have protection from the chosen name. So, okay. He did not choose Riftbolt, so Bill falls to 13. My guess is he chose Swiftspear, but I don't know, we'll find out. If Barry doesn't attack, he for sure chose Swiftspear. Barry draws a Boros from that's no use. Yeah, no attack. So Bill did in fact name Monastery of Swiftspear with that Ruined Halo. This is a game that Bill is going to win. Barry is not going to get out of this game, unfortunately. He'd have to draw, if anything, he has to draw like a land next turn and hope that Bill has no way to gain life. So. Bill's going to fetch up a Hallowed Fountain. So, I mean, he's doing a bit of the work for Barry here. No, sorry, he fetched up Plains. My apologies. He's still at 12. I mean, if Barry has like some one-mana burn spells here, it's important, but I don't know if he does. Gideon, ally of Zendikar. Keep in mind as well that with Ixalan's release, he puts Gideon to 5? Okay. Just doesn't want to die Borostorm, I guess. With Ixalan's release, Planeswalkers are now legendary. They're not unique anymore. So you are able to have 2 different Gideons in play at the same time. So Bill is more than welcome to play his Gideon of the Trials, have them both remain in play, and make it very, very hard for Barry to kill him. Of note as well, though, the Ruined Halo does not protect you, does not protect your Planeswalkers, I should say. So Gideon does take the damage still there. He'll tick it up again. Inquisition Barry. Barry, I imagine, is going to respond here with a Boros Charm. He's going to start by sacrificing Wooded Foothills. Gets a basic mountain. Getting into the Trials is going to be the hard one to fight through because I imagine Bill's going to play it here. And yeah, actually, he can't even cast Inquisition targeting Barry. I just remembered, yeah. The Leyline in play means that you can't do that. So getting to the Trials will come down. Now, Barry is able to kill this if it makes an emblem, but again, you have to kill all Gideon Planeswalkers. So getting to the Trials will now make it so Swift Spear deals no damage. Yeah, no, I figured that much out. Searing Blaze. Gideon's a creature, so he gets to do this. He can... Okay, I'm a little curious. Yeah. Is he gonna kill Gideon here? Yeah. Is he able to here? Oh no, it's indestructible, so 3 damage to Bill. Here's an attack for 5. Barry falls to 11. Yeah, you actually can't kill Gideon while it's a creature like that, because it is indestructible thanks to its own ability. So Swift Spear, in my opinion, is not just a chump blocker. Man, how sick would it be if Barry has had, like, bolt, 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 you're dead. I have to imagine that next turn Bill is making an emblem with Gideon of the Trials. I don't see him not doing that. Again, Barry now has to kill 2 Gideons if Bill makes that emblem. Barry thinking here. Okay, he's going to actually path away the Swift Spear. Sure. Four 2-drops and a bridge, ensnaring bridge in hand for Barry. This is not the matchup for ensnaring bridge. I would definitely have sideboard as if I was Barry. First of all, my opponent's playing colors that can very easily answer my ensnaring bridge, but is also not really playing creatures that I care about with ensnaring bridge. Bill plays a land, and then here we have the Gideon being activated for its emblem. Bill could have just won potentially. He could have tried to win, but that would have opened the door to some lines that definitely get him killed. Yeah, an attack for 5 here. Bill could have fired up Marsh Flats to try and go for the win. He has exactly 11 with both Gideons plus the... fires up Shelling Vents, not Marsh Flats, sorry. Fires up Shelling Vents. That's exactly 11. Barry's actually at 12, though. That's actually very important. Okay. Guess we did an extra point of damage somewhere by accident, but... Is that Deflecting Palm? Looks like it. He's going to sacrifice the Scalding Tarn down to 11 now. Okay, he's going to fetch up a tapped Sacred Foundry. This feels like he has a Searing Blaze again. See.
I just watched by their game upstairs.
Yeah.
I bet you Bill's feeling pretty giddy on. You're welcome.
What's Barry gonna do here? He fetched. He's taking 5. There's no question about that. He's at 6. Looks like there's some sort of question here. Let's see what's happening. There's a bit of a pause here. I think I'm getting an explanation right now. Okay, damage isn't done yet. That's fine. So is Barry at 10 then, or what is he at? Because he had him at 12. He took 1 from a fetch to 11. Okay, so Barry was at 11. Okay, so Barry's at 10 right now. He has deflecting palm. He's going to go ahead and fire off here. So, okay, we're good. All right, so deflecting palm. This will deal 5 damage back to Bill. Ah, okay, yeah. Wow, so Barry should be able to actually kill both these Gideons next turn, right? The Gideon can still take damage, it just can't die. I imagine, right? That's how this works? I don't actually know how this works. I have to look it up myself, but he's gonna kill Gideon with Gideon. Sure. Please stop the Gideon on Gideon violence. Alright, Narset Transcendent. This is not one you see very often anymore. There it is there. So, +1. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a non-creature, non-land card, reveal it and put it into your hand. You may. Oh, okay. Sure. -2. When you cast your next spell, insert sorcery this spell this turn from your hand, it gains rebound. And -9. You get an emblem with your opponents can't cast non-creature spells. Boros Charm, that Gideon. Helix, that Gideon. So Barry goes to 13. No more Gideons in play. So Barry can now start trying to kill Bill. However, the real issue here is if that Narset gets to go -9, I don't think Barry can win. I think it's too much to ask for Barry to be able to attack for lethal specifically. Especially when he can't use Monastery of Swiftspear anymore because of the ruined Halo. So, alright, we'll see what happens here. And Bill now gets to start firing up and attacking with events, which is really important. So, alright, picks up a card. What did we pick up? Didn't get a look at it. Narset ticking up. What do we see here? Anything? Non-creature, non-land. Alright, so it was a creature or a land. Or he didn't want to reveal it for some reason, but that doesn't seem right. Has a 6th land here. He's going to fire up vents is my guess. Maybe not. What's he got? Yes, fire up Shelling Vents, attack 4/2. Barry can't do anything about that. So it's 11 to 10 now, still in Barry's favor, but these vents are now problematic. And again, Narset is something he has to watch out for. Two Searing Blaze and no land. It doesn't even matter. Bill has no target until he turns on vents. That's really unfortunate. Barry would needed a fetch land. Narset up to 9 now. And again, if that gets to go one more turn, wow. That one's real good. Collector Brutality. Again, I really feel like Barry shouldn't at this point have in his deck Ensnaring Bridge anymore. It just doesn't do enough. Yeah, Collective Brutality, real good card against burn. Probably going to see that come down here. Look at your hand, drain you for 2, probably be the modes, if I had to guess. Oh, no, not look at your hand. Yeah, it's true, actually. It's actually awful against him when he has Leyline in play, isn't it? Yeah. Good catch, Ace. Guys, Sustain Draft. Sure. I mean, now it's a win con, I guess, but this was already a game Bill was winning. Tectonic Edge, one of your Sacred Foundries. Can't Searing Blaze. Okay, you can do that all you want, though. So, okay. Barry still can't Searing Blaze because there's still no creature target for it. And I imagine that Bill starts his next turn with Narset -9. Or if it just has 6 damage. But I think he would have played any spells he could have played by this point. Bridge. Okay. 3 cards in hand, so Geist and Vent can both still attack. But again, yeah, this is going to be the game. So you cannot play non-creature spells. You can't cast them. So yeah, Barry can't win anymore at this point. This is where I pick up the cards and we head to a game 3 with me on the play if I'm Barry. Barry's going to play this one out, it looks like, though. He's going to slog through this. I don't know. This is an attack for 8 that Bill will also gain 2 life on. Yeah, the Angel gets around the Ensnaring Bridge. It wasn't actually declared as an attacker. It comes into play already as an attacker. So the bridge will not affect the Angel token. Yeah. So Barry is scooping this game up. We are going to head to a game 3 here. Now, again, Barry will get the play here for this 3rd and final game of this match. So we'll see how that goes. Going to be looking for It's a nice fast start with burn. See what happens. I don't know if Leyline was enough there. I guess it stopped Brutality and it stopped an Inquisition, but that's like about it. That could have been another spell. I don't think it would have mattered because he would have still been short some number of damage, but I don't know. I mean, I guess if they're in the deck, you're still looking for the turn 1 Leyline, or turn 0, I guess, technically, but I don't know. It doesn't seem optimal to me. I feel like there's just better things I could have in my hand than a Leyline. Even against these black type strategies with hand disruption. Time should not be a factor for these guys. Again, we have one more round tonight after this. Again, we will likely end up seeing the winner of this round. The winner of this match, rather, in our final round because they will be 3-0. There's going to be 2 3-0s, so we're going to have a clear-cut winner unless there's some sort of weird draw scenario. No, even that would have a clear-cut winner. Well, it would have 2 winners, but yeah. Okay, so again, Barry on the play here. I think Barry asking about a card, I guess. Bill showing him Jace. Okay, sure. Barry gonna mulligan to 6 here. Bill deciding, also mulliganing to 6. All right, I'll do my best, Martin. I'll do my best. All right, Cody. All right, so Barry keeping his 6, Bill keeping his 6 as well. Bill scries to the bottom. Barry has Leyline turn 1. Now he's scrying. All right, scries to the top, sure. Leyline. Inspiring Vantage, Goblin Guide. What did Bill... No, Bill scryed to the bottom, so that was a blind flip on Shelling Events. Down to 18 goes Bill. If he doesn't have a play, he has to discard here. Looks like he has Inquisition, though, so that's going to be... Nope. Bill should have to discard now. He has 8 cards in hand. Bill has 8 cards in hand. Oh, no, Bill mulligan to 6. My apologies. Bill's on 6. That's right, my fault. It puts him up to 7 again, exactly. All right. So Goblin Guide essentially undoing Bill's mulligan. Inquisition is no good here. Barry has him play that Leyline, of course, so that is a dead card in Bill's hand. Fetches up a mountain. Here's double Swift Spear. Sure. Oh, Ruined Halo is a good one, though. That's going to let him name Monastery Swiftspear again, and that'll stop both Swiftspears from dealing any damage here. So Bill will have to fetch down to 11 to do it. So these Swiftspears are no longer useful, but Goblin Guy, which he drew a second copy of, is. So that is still 4 points of damage coming across. Yeah, can't name them all, Bill. So Bill's going to fall to 7. There are some Goblin Guide triggers here, though. First one reveals Clutch of Brutality. That's all it does. All right. Clutch of Brutality, again, not going to matter here with the fact that Barry, again, has that Leyline in play. Yeah, he's going to kill a Goblin Guide. That's all it gets to do. Yeah, Brutality then doesn't target the player, so that's fine. Bill, but no third land, so that could be troublesome. Let's see what Barry has here. Barry, I'm sure... I'm not going to tell you, but I guess. There's the Goblin Guide trigger. He's also going to put Bill to 2 here. So Bill's at 2, Barry's at 22. Yeah, I don't really know why Bill kept this 6, but yeah, who knows? I guess he doesn't want to go to 5 again. Bill goes to 1. Cracking this Marsh Flats. This has to get Plains or Swamp. That's all it can get. Or get a tapped fetch land, or a tapped shock land. So Bill could have Gideon here, but then instead to Boros Charm. Or any 3 damage burn spell for that matter. He does have Gideon of the Trials, so he's not dead. Barry will have to at least spend a couple turns either... I guess he takes... He can either tick up on Goblin Guide, or he can make an emblem. He's going to make an emblem. There is a Gideon ally in his hand as well, so if he finds an untapped land that doesn't hurt him, it will be enough to survive. So we'll see what happens here. If Barry has any 3 damage burn spell, though, the game is over. He has Rest in Peace in his hand, and I think he drew a land. So he doesn't actually have a way to end this game. Actually, no, he does. Swift Spears, play Rest in Peace. Swift Spears kill Gideon of the Trials. Goblin Guide attacks you. You go to -1 and then die from damage because of Gideon no longer being in play. No, Barry doesn't see it. No, Barry, no. Spell Queller. Gideon goes to 1. Bill doesn't have a land, though, which is pretty important. Well, he does the tap land, though. It's Creeping Tar Pit, so... This is going to nullify that. Oh, no, Barry. Barry had the win. Guys, the St. Traff, the blocker. Ruined Halo is such a weird card. Maybe it wasn't Rest in Peace. I don't know. Wait, did he have that last turn? No, Gideon ticked up on Goblin Guide. The Goblin Guide doesn't deal any damage. Darn, Barry had this game won. Ruined Halo is not a card you see very often. And again, you have protection, but your Planeswalkers don't, of course. So, yeah. I think this Ally of Zendikar is going to be too much for Barry to overcome now. He had this game, but yeah, it's going to be too much for him to overcome at this point. Okay, so there's another Gideon, of course. I'm curious to see if he goes to 5 here or makes a knight. I assume he made a knight because he just played it and didn't do anything with it. Man, Ruined Halo has been so good in these matchups. He chose to not activate Gideon. Okay. Oh, I guess that plays around Searing Blaze. That's about all it does, though, I have to imagine. But then why not tick up Gideon? I don't understand. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, but that only, I mean, that puts him at a negative life total, which means that he still has to kill the Gideon to win the game. And Gideon's still at that point at 5. I think you just tick up Gideon there if you're not going to use the 0 ability. I think you tick up. This was an attack with everything. Barry, is it, if nothing else, bluffing a 1-mana spell. Goblin Guide, I imagine, is going at Bill. The Swift Spirits are going at Gideon, is my guess. He could also be swinging everything at Gideon. To just try and get it out of the way here. Geist will block Goblin Guide. Barry will bolt Bill, and that should be the game, right? Yeah, it is. So Barry does win with Bolt. All right.